We are the champions, my friend. Yes, 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 yes. RCB has done it. RCB has done it. Finally, finally, finally. After such a long wait, RCB has a trophy. I cannot still get around the fact that RCB finally has a trophy. Wow, 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 wow. Man, what a day. What a day. 16 years in the making, but we do finally have a trophy. So, before we get started, if you're an RCB fan, just pat yourself on the back, say congratulations to yourself. You deserve it. All right. Welcome, folks. Welcome to your brand new favorite new cricket fan channel called Willow and Leather. This is Shravan. Just wanted to say thank you to all the folks who've been very supportive of some of my initial videos that I've posted on YouTube already. But let's get down to it. RCB finally has a title, so the most exciting thing that could have ever happened to us as RCB fans. What a game. Let's get into the details of the game as well. But just want to reiterate again, if you're an RCB fan, you deserve this, so say congratulations to yourself, right? So let's get down to the quick recap of the game itself. Delhi winning the toss and choosing to bat first, which is an excellent decision when you think about it. Pressure games, knockout games, you're always better off trying to put some runs on the board. And as I had mentioned in my previous video as well, Delhi were definitely the favorites to begin with, and they showed why so in the first 6 overs of the game. They just took the RCB bowlers to the cleaners, first 6 overs of the power play, 61 for no loss. And at that time, I was thinking, is 200 on the cards? Is 180 on the cards, perhaps? If we bowl really well, can we restrict them to 160? But how things turned around after the power play. One over that was decisive in the course of this final was that Sophie Molyneux over, picking up 3 big wickets. Shafali, who was in brilliant form, who's been in brilliant form all through the season as well, but even today in the final, she was just blasting the bowlers left, right, and center, getting her wicket, and then immediately following that up with 2 back-to-back wickets of the ever so dangerous Jemima Rodriguez and Alice Capsey. 3 wickets in that over just turned the game completely on its head. And then another over with a couple of key wickets. But before that, Meg Lanning getting out, I think it was to Shreyanka Patil as well. That was an incredible breakthrough for the team too. And then another over with a double wicket, which was from Shobana Asha, picking up the remaining 2 crucial wickets at that point of time, which was Mary Jane Kapp and Jonathan. Both those wickets, I think, were extremely crucial at that point, and I think those 2 wickets kind of made the difference between a 140-150 kind of a score versus a 113, which was the eventual score that Delhi got bundled out for. Incredible performance from the spinners. Absolutely great to watch them bowling that way. They read the pitch very well. They realized the turn and lack of bounce on that pitch, and they were able to bowl the perfect kind of setup to get the batsmen out or the batters out with the right kind of deliveries there. So fantastic bowling effort. And then we went on to the chase, and the chase was a little bit nervous. I won't deny that, but I think overall it was a very mature innings that all the batters showed and played with, and I think they definitely took a lot of learning from the way the chase went down in the eliminator with Mumbai Indians and how they kind of messed things up towards the end there, but RCB, I think, batted with extreme sense of maturity all through the innings. Excellent start by Mandana and from Sophie Devine, making sure that we didn't lose any wickets up front in the power play. That could have sent a few jitters down RCB spine, but Luckily, that wasn't the case. So very watchful to begin with, and picking the right kind of deliveries to score boundaries off, and basically just staying in the hunt. That's all they needed to do. Nothing extraordinary was required at that point. All you needed to do was score at a run a ball, and you were already ahead of the pace. And they did that very well. And there was this one over, which inevitably happens. There are always going to be a couple of overs where you will end up scoring some good runs, just based on some of the loose deliveries that we get. And Sophie Devine definitely capitalized on that one over in the middle there after the power play, scoring three or four different boundaries, including a big six as well. And that really changed the momentum and kind of put things back in RCB's control. But then soon after that, we lost Sophie Devine. But post that, walks in our own Elise Perry. Cool as a cucumber, bossing the chase again. How many times has she done this now? Such an amazing performance in the last league game against Mumbai Indians, and then again in the eliminator once again with Mumbai Indians, and now in the finals as well. Showing her class, showing her maturity, showing her cricketing acumen, and playing exactly the way she should have been playing in that situation. Very, very well mastered chase from Elise Perry. Smriti Mandhana and Perry kind of put on a decent partnership before Mandhana tried to up the ante a little bit and then perished, but in came Richa Ghosh, and she played her part to perfection as well. You knew that both the batters have the ability to get away a couple of crucial boundaries as they would need to, so they didn't really panic. Very cool, very calm. There was, the equation was getting a little nervy towards the end. I mean, especially taking it all the way till the last over is always a, nervous situation. But the way they handled it, you could see the coolness and the calmness in their faces, and the way they were approaching the game. There were no rash shots. There were no shots to try and release the pressure forcefully. They were waiting for the right opportunities. When they got those deliveries, they capitalized on it very, very well. And it is, I think, such a fine script that, less than a week ago, when we last played Delhi, and Richa Ghosh almost made this incredible, miraculous comeback for RCB, but ended up just one run shy and, getting run out on the last ball, and RCB finishing one run short of Delhi's target. The heartbreak from it, I think it was kind of theatrical and kind of a fairy tale ending for Richa Ghosh, that she was the one who was there at the end in the middle and finishing it off with the winning runs for RCB in the final against Delhi Capitals. So that was an absolutely wonderful performance overall from everyone involved. Kudos, excellent effort, and being able to beat Mumbai twice on the bounce when we had never beaten them before, and then beating Delhi in the all-important final, having lost their first 4 encounters against them. Remember, RCB had never beaten Delhi Capitals before this. What a day and what a time to do it. Absolutely mind-blowing performance from the women in red and gold. And I think that was the hallmark of this team all through the season, was that they just refused to give up. There were situations where they were dead and buried multiple times, but they somehow found a way to claw back into the game, and that's exactly what they did in the first innings today as well. After the power play, after the kind of power play that Delhi had, they would have been definitely looking for a big total and then putting RCB under pressure. But the way things just turned around, it was absolutely fantastic. That was the chase, that was the result, and what an achievement by RCB. And then, in addition to winning the trophy, all the other accolades that followed RCB as well, including the orange cap going to Elise Perry, absolutely well-deserved, playing with so much maturity, so much calmness in those crunch matches. Just stepping up at the right time and being there for the team. Absolutely well-deserved orange cap winner. Personally, for me, she was the player of the tournament as well, hands down. I don't think there was anyone else who made as big an impact as her and had a crucial hand in winning crunch games for their teams. So my personal pick for player of the tournament was Elise Perry as well. Right. In addition to that, the purple cap going to RCB as well. Shreyanka Patil with an excellent bowling effort today, picking up 4 wickets and leapfrogging a couple of other contestants or competitors for that purple cap and taking it with her. Shobana Asha finishing just behind her with just 1 wicket less, I guess. So it was really great to see our spin duo doing so well, the Indian spin duo doing so well for the team, and absolutely amazing. So congratulations to Shreyanka Patil on the purple cap. In addition to that, she also picked up the Emerging Player of the Tournament award too. So again, very, very well deserved. When you think about it, she's still such a young player, just coming through the ranks. Just recently made her debut for India late last year as well. But she's making some big waves already. Burst onto the scene in the WPL last season, and then went on to play in the Caribbean Premier League as well. So she's definitely growing in experience and confidence very, very quickly, and she's definitely going to be a player to watch out for in the years to come, and hopefully she becomes a big asset, not just for RCB but for the entire Indian team as well. Right. In addition to that, we also picked up the Super Striker of the Season award. Georgia Wareham picking up the award for the highest strike rate among all batters with a certain minimum number of runs scored. And just kind of highlighted her contribution, some of the key contributions that she's made, coming in lower in the batting order and scoring at some crucial high pace when needed, and trying to get some important runs for the team whenever she's had the opportunity to do that. So all those wonderful accolades and trophies to go with the big one that mattered. And RCB ended up winning the Fair Play Award as well, which is great to see. So an all-round, well-rounded effort in all departments. And it was absolutely a fantastic season for RCB. I still can't get over the fact that we actually have a trophy. But again, I just wanted to do a quick summary of things that went right for the team this year. But I have to start from the very beginning, where we assembled this unit, this group of players together. Yes, we had a torrid season last time around. A lot of players were still they just didn't find their rhythm last year, and we definitely identified 2 or 3 gaps that needed to be plugged, and I think the management team and the scouting team basically did a great job in identifying and plugging those gaps. And this kind of reminds me of the saying, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. I think as individual players, they all have their strengths and capabilities, but bringing all of them together, I think this team was able to get a lot more out of them than what each one of them was able to contribute as well. So that, in that sense, I think this was an absolutely fantastic performance from the team. Every single player had an impact at different points in the tournament. You even look at some of the other folks on the team, even someone like Sabineri Meghna. Early on in the tournament, she set the tempo with her batting up front as well. And then as the tournament kind of progressed, all your big stars kind of started stepping up and really putting in performances that mattered. Absolutely fantastic, and ably led this time by Smriti Mandana. I think last year she probably didn't have the greatest of time, both as a batter and as a captain as well. I think some of the decision making and strategies last time were fairly questionable, but this time around I think she has done a lot of things differently. Even with her batting, her approach this time around was a lot more aggressive and showed a lot more intent when she was batting in the power play, and she converted some of those starts into some big scores. So that was definitely good to see. So she ended up getting like 300 runs in the tournament, which was fantastic. So well done to her. And even in terms of her strategic thinking and captaincy, especially in this last 2 or 3 games that mattered, I think she showed tremendous agility in terms of being able to adapt to these situations. And you might go in with a certain plan, but then when things aren't working in your favor, you need to be quick enough to make those adjustments, and she was able to make those quick split-second decisions that really impacted the outcome of the game. So kudos to her. She goes down as the first ever captain for RCB to lift the trophy. So well deserved to her. Absolutely fantastic, and such a proud moment for her and for everyone in the franchise as well. So kudos to her. Next up, obviously I cannot overstate the contribution and impact that Elise Perry has had on this team. We all know the kind of a professional she is and the skill set that she brings to the table as well. But being able to, take the entire team along with her, I think that was fantastic. She was an absolutely wonderful deputy for Smriti Mandana, helping with some field decisions, setting up the field accordingly, putting the right fielders in the right hot spots for the right time. and all of that good stuff. And this is all in addition to her bowling performances and her batting performances as well. But with the bat, oh man, the last 3 games, all 3 games were kind of, even the first or the last league game for RCB was kind of like a knockout for them. So in those kind of crunch games, as the big ticket player in your team, you have to be able to step up and show that, yep, I'm here for a reason. I'm here to win these kind of games for you. And she delivered magnificently, both with bat and ball. Is it too early to call for a small Elise Perry statue outside Chinnaswamy right now, or at least have a stand in her names at Chinnaswamy? I think not. I think she deserves every bit of accolade and kudos that she gets. So well done to her as well. Absolutely fantastic, right? And this takes me back to last season. So I do follow a little bit of women's cricket through the year as well. So when the WPL was announced last year and we were going into the auction, there were like basically 2 players I had on my mind. I was hoping RCB would land. Those were Elise Perry and Smriti Mandana, and I'm so glad we got both of them. And I think we've seen the best of both of them this time around, and the combination of both of them clicking, both in terms of their cricketing abilities but also in terms of their leadership abilities. I think that has worked kind of in RCB's favor this time around. Right. Also want to take a couple of minutes to talk about some of the other domestic players that have had a massive impact this time for the team. Richa Ghosh, Shreyanka Patil and Shobhana Asha. Absolutely wonderful star performances from each one of them. Richa Ghosh, I think she's a talent and a half. I think the range of shots that she has is absolutely fantastic. Her hitting range is great as well, so she's able to bail the team out of certain tricky situations with her hitting ability. But for me, the highlight this time was just her ability to score behind point as well. If you go back and watch some of the initial games in the league stages, the cut shots that she was able to hit and pierce the gaps with such ferocity, it was really, really great to see, in addition to all the massive sixes that she's able to hit down the ground. Great overall with the keeping as well. I know she did miss a few chances here and there, but I think when the moments mattered, she definitely stepped up and got some really important big breakthroughs behind the stumps too, so well done to her. Absolutely star performance by Shreyanka Patil, and I've kind of already mentioned about her briefly, but absolutely a star in the making. So good luck to you again for all the future endeavors too. Hopefully you become a bigger and bigger star year after year and bring lots and lots of joy to RCB and Bangalore and to India as well. Shobhana Asha stepping up big time again. With a fifer to begin the season, and then just showing her coolness and calmness in the last game and in this one as well, showing her experience. Absolutely star quality player as well. So I think these 3 kind of formed the Indian core pillars, obviously in addition to Smriti Mandana at the top. I think those 4 players kind of formed the significant pillars for RCB, and it's very, very important for the domestic players to be able to do well in order to succeed in a tournament like this. Right. And can I also take a couple of minutes to give a shout out to what I call the engine room of this team, which is basically the duo of Sophie Molyneux and Georgia Wareham. Absolutely gun players, both of them. Both of them have like very, quiet personalities. Not very aggressive in terms of their approach. They're not in-your-face kind of players. They'll just go about silently doing their business, just, bowling in the hot parts of the game, batting in some crunch situations for the game as well. So there are these 2 players who add so much variety to the team and so much flexibility to the team. So I think for someone like Smriti Mandana as a captain, it's like a boon to have these kinds of players that you can kind of fit into different positions in the batting order as needed as well. And you can expect a certain output from them in terms of batting and even with the ball as well. We saw it in this game. We saw it in the previous game as well. Giving the ball to them for the crunch overs and watching them just deliver time and time again. So absolutely wonderful performances by both of them too. Sophie Molyneux, player of the final, doesn't get better than that. That one over was just absolutely mind-blowing. In addition to the penultimate over that she bowled in the eliminator against MI, just shows what a cool player she is. And shout out to both of them as well. I think they were very, very important pieces in the success of this team too. Right, I think that covers all the key players I wanted to highlight. But in addition to that, again, credit to all the support staff and the coaching staff as well. Absolutely fantastic job by the head coach, Luke Williams. Fantastic approach that he's taken and given the ladies in the team the flexibility and the freedom to go and express themselves, and he's really connected with the team very quickly. So great job, and congratulations to him as well. Overall, just a quick summary of the tournament, I guess, as a whole. I think the tournament was a fantastic success. The number of last over finishes we've had and the number of last ball finishes we've had in this tournament was absolutely fantastic. So even as a neutral spectator, if you're watching the game, I think the quality was absolutely fantastic, nail-biting finishes, and there was a big step up in terms of the quality of the cricket, especially from the domestic players from last year to this year. So all in all, I think everyone would consider this tournament as a success. It is great to see the I think they were flashing some of these stats during the final today as well. The impact that the domestic players have had 2023 compared to 2024. I think in 24 there were a lot more player of the match awards going to some of the domestic Indian players, more sixes being hit, a few more wickets being taken as well. So all in all, I think the quality of cricket has improved so much, especially from the domestic group here this time around, and that is where I think a tournament like WPL has a significant impact. It gives youngsters, local domestic players the opportunity to play alongside some of these overseas superstars and learn from them and kind of build relationships with them and pick certain skills here and there from them as well. So all in all, I think fantastic story for the WPL, and I think BCCI has done a great job in terms of organizing this tournament. Women's cricket has well and truly arrived. I think it's safe to say that, and I think it'll just grow from strength to strength from here. Right? Again, RCB has won the trophy, so I'm still kind of pinching myself every once in a while to check if it's actually true or not, or if I'm still kind of waking up from a dream. But no, we do have our hands on a trophy, and I saw a few clips of celebrations in the city of Bangalore after the game got over as well. These are the days when I miss living in Bengaluru the most. I'm sure all the fans have been having a blast there, so please continue doing that, celebrate. Hopefully this team gets to do some sort of a lap of honor or some sort of a road show heading into the RCB Unbox event on the 19th. Because they absolutely deserve it. So it'll be a good treat for the fans as well to see their stars, see their women stars kind of parading the trophy in some parts of the city or in the stadium itself when people gather for the RCB Unbox event. Can't wait for that event. I'm sure that's going to be a lot of fun, cool announcements coming up as well, but I'll keep all of that for a separate video, and we'll definitely cover that in one of the upcoming videos. But well done again to the team, and just want to say congratulations to everyone. Congratulations especially to the fans of this beautiful franchise. Wonderful fans. I think a lot of sports clubs and sports franchises across the world would kill to have a fan base like this. You do not build a fan base like this overnight. It is the sheer dedication and the passion of the fans to be able to support a team like this despite not winning a single trophy for 16 years. It takes a special kind of a person to be a fan of a club like RCB. And kudos to all of you. You well and truly deserve this. So celebrate it, savor the occasion. It has been 16 years in the making. Absolutely enjoy it. But hopefully this is a start of something special, and hopefully there are many more trophies coming our way in the coming years. The fans deserve it, this franchise deserves it, and the city of Bengaluru deserves it as well. let's enjoy, let's soak this all in, and then in a few days we will get back at it again, hopefully this time shooting for the men's IPL title, and we'll see how things go. But I just wanted to end by saying one thing: no more Sala Cup Namde, Sala Cup Namdu. It is already ours, right? Or no more Sala Cup Namde, Sala Yeradu Cup Namde. 2 cups are ours. Alright. So we want to go for the next title as well. Hopefully, like I said, this is the start of many, and hopefully we can keep the trophies coming. But once again, RCB has a trophy. Savor it, enjoy it. Everyone deserves this trophy. The players, the fans, the team, the management, everyone deserves this trophy. So well done again. Thank you so much for watching. This is Willow and Leather. Please do like and subscribe to this channel. Please share the love. Please share these videos with your friends and family. Help this channel grow. We'll be creating a lot more content around not just RCB but all other franchises as well. Covering IPL in a whole lot of detail and the Indian team subsequently as well. So thank you so much for being a part of this channel. Please do share all the videos that come out, and yeah, enjoy the time. Savor it all in. If you're an RCB fan, take care. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.